will join Paul Heyman's new group, aka faction. So, Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins debuted this new faction group on Monday after WrestleMania. And we don't really know anything about it. We just know a couple members, and that's all. But in today's video, I'll give you guys 4 members, people I think that could potentially join this Paul Heyman's group. But before we get into this video, just a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, because I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. Really like to get there before the end of this 2025. Anyway, let's hop into today's video. So, let's go over the Paul Heyman guys. That's the faction name I'm going to call him, even though it's probably going to be something different, which I'll die laughing if the faction name is called the Paul Heyman guys. That would be hilarious. But let's go over them. We got Braun Breaker is number 1, who speared Roman Reigns and CM Punk during Raw, last Monday Night Raw. And then we got the leader of the group, I'm going to guess, is Seth Rollins, because he ordered Braun Breaker to spear Roman Reigns through the barricade. And, so yeah. So I'm going to guess Paul Heyman is the wise man, telling him stuff that will help him win, and telling him key, crucial stuff about the people that they're feuding against, which I'm going to guess they're feuding against, obviously, Roman Reigns and CM Punk right now. So since Paul Heyman knows about them, he's going to tell him about that. So obviously, Seth, the leader, Paul, the wise man, speaking and telling people what's going to happen, and telling Seth and Braun the secrets. Braun Breaker, the enforcer, the Braun, and stuff like that, the strength. And then we're probably going to get another person who will be something else, but who will that person be? I'll show you guys. So the number 1 option I got up here is Austin Theory. Reason I'm saying Austin Theory is, first off, he's still pretty young. He's only like 27, 26, or maybe he's not even 30. He's not even 30 yet, and right now he's just sitting in the tag team division with Grayson Waller, and they're not doing anything right now. And I feel like his career is kind of dead. Honestly, I think ever since his United States Championship reign in 2023, his career's basically been dead. I know he's won the tag team championships with Grayson, but they're not doing anything right now. He's not being used on TV, and I think this would be a perfect opportunity for him to literally save his career. I think this faction could save Austin Theory's career and make this dude a big main eventer in the years to come. And this will be a one way they could save this dude's career. And honestly, it's just easy to break him up with Grayson Waller. He just attacks Grayson. They don't even have to feud. He could literally attack Grayson, put him out on a shelf for a couple of months, give him some break, even though he's already in cafeteria or in the catering. Add him to this new Paul Heyman group, or Paul Heyman guys group, and that's what I'm calling it. And this literally could save literally Austin Theory's career. Literally could save this dude's career. And heck, maybe this is how we could get a babyface Austin Theory. Maybe we could literally get a babyface Austin Theory by him being in this group as a heel, and then him getting turned on by these guys, kind of like how Randy Orton was a heel, but then he got babyface by his group members attacking Austin Theory. So this is literally how we could get babyface Austin Theory, and this could literally be a potential career saver for Austin Theory. So I think this is necessary for his career in specific. I really do think that. But speaking of maybe career savers, let's move on to the next guy. This guy just won't save his career, but it will give him up to a main roster call up, which is Ethan Page. And the reason why I say Ethan Page is because he does fit in this group a lot. He could be maybe the tricker. He can trick their opponents into chasing him, and then Braun Breaker spears them out of nowhere. And this could be a good way to call him up to the main roster, because this guy doesn't really even need to be called up. I mean, this guy doesn't even need to be in NXT. He never needed to be in NXT, but they basically put him in NXT to give him the keys. They gave him the NXT title, and heck, they were having him chase after the North American title, but I don't think he needs to go after the North American title. Backlash, they could be, if they have the match, they could potentially call him up here at Backlash, add him to this group. It would be cool. People know him kind of well, and he's been in WWE for like over a year at this point. I think this would just be a good decision. Gives him some main roster time, and this could make him who knows, maybe a main roster, maybe a main eventer. And I think this could be a great way. I feel like he's also a perfect fit for this faction. Like, literally, he's been a heel. He's like a heel like Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker are right now. And, again, easy way to call him up. And I think it would work. I feel like people wouldn't be too mad at it. People are already saying Ethan Page or Austin Theory. Honestly, I could see them adding both. Now more and more I'm thinking about it, I feel like we should add in Austin Theory, but I feel like Ethan Page is a good second option if they want to change it up and call him up to the main roster. But if not, then it's fine. But I feel like it would be another perfect option to add to this new Paul Heyman guys group. Next up is an interesting one, but honestly, I could see it. You know what I'm saying? I could see it, how they've been booking this dude. Trick Williams. Now, hear me out. I know Trick Williams is a babyface right now in NXT, but technically he's on his Crash Out era trick, and this would also be an easy way to call him up to the main roster, and he could just be the Crash Out of the group. You know what I'm saying? How like Jacob Fatu is in the Bloodline. This could be the Crash Out version. He could be the Crash Out version of Jacob, but Trick Williams, Crash Out with Trick. And it would be a nice way to turn this dude heel. Even though he's kind of a tweener right now, but to officially turn him heel, because he never actually had a full heel run as a wrestler. He's had a heel run as a manager with Mello, but never as a wrestler. So this could be a great way to make him as a heel as a wrestler. He could be that Crash Out of the Bloodline, or like the faction exactly, and it gives him exposure to more main roster fans and more casual fans that don't really watch NXT, but also watch the PLEs. But if he's already, people already, I feel like know him about a little bit already. So, I mean, I feel like people know about him already. So I feel like it wouldn't be bad. But I think it would be cool to see him added to this group. He could be also like the person who maybe causes feuds and like people who mess with the group, he just crashes out on them for no reason. Maybe he could also be like the smart one of the group or something like that. He could be like the Randy, like how he's also very young as well, but he could be something like that. He could be something in the group that would symbolize something that is great. And personally, I think it would work out in the group's favor. So, the next person I got on this list is connected to Trick Williams. And I think he's also on SmackDown. He just won the Andre the Giant Battle Royale. It's Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I saying Carmelo Hayes? The reason why I'm saying Carmelo Hayes is if you really do think about it, he is doing something with The Miz. But is it going to give him championship gold? We don't actually know, though, because we might play this out. But I think this would be a great option to add to this new group. He's a young star. He's great in the ring. He has good promo abilities, and he could be the trash talker of the group. Like, we got Seth, the leader, the person who leads the group. Paul Heyman, who makes suggestions. The wise man, knows a lot about wrestling. Braun Breaker. The crash out, maybe the strength. And then we got Carmelo Hayes, add him in this group. The trash talker. Trash talks people, runs away, Braun Breaker spears him, protecting his boy Carmelo. I think this would be a good option to add to this Paul Heyman guys group, and I feel like people wouldn't hate it. He's doing something with the Miz. We don't really know what this thing with the Miz is, but if it really does nothing to his career, just literally this dude could literally just, I don't know, get rid of him, or heck, maybe the Miz gets missing by the Wyatt 6. Maybe that's how you bring it back to Wyatt 6. I feel like, or something like that. But you can bring Carmelo Hayes into the group, be the trash talker, do his moves, be as a heel, and also get main events kind of status if you think about it. Because I feel like Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes are going to be the John Cena versus Randy Orton of this new generation, this new era of the WWE. Just think of it. They're always going to have matches together. They're going to be always tied together. I feel like that's how it's going to work. I feel like it's going to be Brock Breaker, Hayes. Always be connected to each other. I feel like that's what they should be doing anyway. Because these people can put on great matches. If you didn't watch them in NXT, you should. And that's how Braun Breaker turned heel in the first place on Carmelo Hayes. So, but enough of that. I think this would also... I think like this could literally make Mello something. Heck, you could have added the Miz if you want, but I don't know. Maybe the Miz is too old for this group. But I feel like also Mello could be like Randy Orton type of character, kind of like how Randy was to Evolution, the young. I forget. I don't know. The young superstar who's just trying to get by. He's also the trash talker of the group. I know I said that multiple times. I keep repeating myself with a bunch of words, but yeah. So, that's who I think is going to be in the Paul Heyman guys group. Those are the 4 people that I still think that could be a potential person in these Paul Heyman guys group, which I feel like would be a hilarious name. The Paul Heyman guys would be hilarious. I swear, if they show up on Monday with the Paul Heyman guys shirt, I'm going to lose my mind. But who you guys think about in the comments below? What do you guys think, and who do you think is going to be in this faction? Who else you guys having suggestions? Who else maybe? But yeah. Anyway, hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Bye.